I tripped and fell. I fell on my back and I couldn't even sit up, couldn't even move. And I had to crawl round the side of the bed to try and get up, and I couldn't get up. I was just lying there and trying to get out.
Well, I was in bed, and obviously I don't wear my false leg in bed. I went to turn over, and I was too near the edge of the bed, and my good leg was out of the bed. And of course, once it's out, you can't stop yourself. So I toppled out of bed.
I said, I'm on the floor. I couldn't move at first, and then I crawled along on my stomach to try and get out. When Carol came and she shouted in, she got the police to get the door opened. Next thing, the ambulance and all that came.
My wife phoned up the healthcare people because she was told not to lift me, and they said, get an ambulance. The paramedics came along, picked me up, stuck me back in bed again.
I must have tripped. I don't know how I went down. Can hardly walk, and that's it. Yeah, that'll come back, I hope. Lost all confidence in walking.
Had the ambulance people decided to take me to hospital, it would have been a waste of time on A&E because I wasn't injured at all. And also in the mornings when I get up, I can do everything that I did before, and I haven't let it set me back at all.
Ambulance emergency. What's the address of the emergency?
In the UK, 1 in 5 999 emergency calls to the ambulance service are for someone who has suffered a fall. 2/3 of those people are admitted to hospital. With increasing pressure on NHS ambulance and hospital resources to provide adequate healthcare, there is a need to offer preventative services and reduce unnecessary admissions to hospitals.
So when you got up,
older people are more susceptible to falls, and with appropriate care at home, the risk of falling can be reduced, allowing them to remain safe and independent in their own homes. Ambulance crews attending emergencies where someone has fallen can now refer people to a new service jointly commissioned by Central Bedfordshire Council and the Bedfordshire Clinical Commissioning Group. The Falls Response and Urgent Home Care Service is an extension to the Reablement Service, which is available to adult residents in Central Bedfordshire.
The Urgent Home Care Falls Response Service is a 24/7 service, and the aim of the service is to stop unnecessary admissions to hospital or respite care. The service is unique, I believe, for Central Bedfordshire because we are the first service that actually offers it 24 hours. The other part of it is that we've actually put together not just the full side of it, but we've also put the urgent home care element within that as well. And I don't think there is anybody else in the country that has actually put the home care element within that. The call would come in from our contact centre, which has been received via the ambulance service. It will come directly to our team. The team will take details of who the person is, what type of fall they've had, have they had any medical intervention. Once they have established all of these details, they will then contact the person directly, and they will inform the person that they have been referred and that we would like to go out to undertake an assessment with them to actually speak to them about how they may have had the fall and whether or not we can look at any other services that may support them. The team consists of 14 staff, and we have 2 members of staff on duty at any one time. They have access to a vehicle each, and those vehicles have equipment on board. Training has been very comprehensive for the staff. This included safeguarding, reablement, medication, moving and handling, understanding of conditions, and they are all trusted assessors, which means that they are able to assess for equipment and prescribe as well.
Well, the NHS is responding to an immense amount of demand each and every day, particularly pressures on services, urgent care services, ambulances and others, grows year on year with demographic change. So the NHS needs to respond in a different way. And what we're trying to do is to offer more prevention than the routine cure. We feel we can offer a better alternative for people to keep them safe and well at home, particularly the benefits for health and well-being of remaining independent at home, particularly when you're older and become more frail, are immense.
A member of the team from the Urgent Home Care and Falls Response Service will visit the person who has fallen to make an assessment and decide what support may be required.
Hello Mary, my name's Lauren. I'm from the Urgent Home Care and Falls Response Service.
Yeah.
Often after a fall, older people can lose their confidence and require ongoing help. The team member can prescribe equipment such as walking frames, as well as referring the person for further support, perhaps with an occupational therapist. Urgent home care support to help restore a person's confidence in performing day-to-day tasks can be provided for up to 72 hours. A member of the team can arrive at the person's house within 2 hours of the referral being made. The Urgent Home Care team will monitor the person's progress and will make a referral for ongoing care arrangements if necessary. Referrals to the service extend beyond the ambulance trust to GPs, who can refer their patients as well.
There are two elements to how GPs refer to the service. We have the out-of-hours GP. The out-of-hours GP can contact the service via our emergency duty team. During the daytime, GPs go through our contact centre and the contact centre then makes the referral directly to the team. The urgent home care is again to stop people from being admitted to hospital or respite unnecessarily. An example would be a GP may visit a patient. The patient that they're visiting may have to go into hospital. They could be the main carer for somebody. In normal circumstances, the GP would have no choice but to actually put that person into respite care. The facility they will now have is to contact the team, and we would be able to put in urgent home care support whilst we arrange other services.
We've removed the rugs for now.
For the NHS, we expect to see some real benefits from this service. We know that falls and fragility fractures take up about 4 million bed days in our hospitals each and every year, and costs about £2 billion for the taxpayer. So it's really, really important that we tailor the right services to prevent people fracturing their pelvis or legs or whatever it may be as a result of a fall, and keep them safe and well at home.
Bye.
I think we've already, in the short time that this service has been in operation, proved how it can improve somebody's life, and we've had positive feedback with regards to that, and the number of referrals that we've been out to and the outcomes of those referrals have really, really again demonstrated the need for such a service.